Welcome back to TakeFive Sports. Today we are talking UFC, so I'm already prepared to get roasted by everyone in the comments to say that I am a casual. And guess what? I am a casual.
Casual who can't fight. Who can't fight.
Casual who can't fight, never will fight. But you know what? I will take on the hate comments, because sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will only emotionally scar me for a little bit. Alright, so UFC 305 just ended, and we saw the loss of Israel Adesanya once again, and somehow, miraculously, Drakus du Plessis, in his word, the real African champ,
DDP
is bringing the belt back home. And it is crazy, because watching that fight, here's the thing, okay, going into that fight, I thought Izzy had to switch up his style. Normally what you saw in like his last fights, I think the Strickland fight was low-key an anomaly. No hate to Sean Strickland's style. I really did not think he would be able to just dog walk Izzy.
I didn't think he'd be able to
I don't know if Izzy was just going through something at the time. He just seemed off. And like even the way he fought, I think it was the thing that I was getting with Izzy all the time is, if you notice, is whenever he was going up against people where he couldn't use that rage advantage like fully, because DDP, again, taller opponent. We saw the same thing with Alex Pereira, same thing with and then same thing with Strickland, is when he didn't have that full reach advantage, you see that people land a lot more on him, and like he's always fighting on that back foot against a cage, which normally, yes, it works out because he can keep that range fighting, but when the people are bigger than you and they can reach that same range, they were all catching him. So I thought going into this fight, he really had to switch up the style, which he did. I honestly think this was probably the sharpest we have seen Izzy in a long time.
In this fight?
Yeah. Bro, because for all 5 rounds, like, yes, he was getting caught, but he was landing. And like he was landing bombs. I don't know what chin DDP has on him, but this man would just not go down, bro. So like it's not that Izzy did bad in this fight by any means. He was pushing the pace. He was walking forward he was walking forward in all the exchanges. He was landing through every time DDP would just come forward with the 4-piece windmill. This guy was still landing the uppercuts, the hooks, everything. He was like, he played the game perfectly, but it just comes down to, bro, it's just the nature of the sport. Sometimes you get caught. I won't lie, going into this, I thought the thing for DDP would definitely be a takedown Izzy. I think the thing is, like, with Izzy, his striking, probably one of the best strikers we've seen. We understand.
Oh yeah, 100%.
But the ground game has just not been there
for Izzy.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's like when you're fighting Izzy, that's gotta be your game plan. I feel like that was the game plan for, was it not really Pereira, but just anyone who really wants to go up against Izzy, you gotta take him. It's like you're fighting Connor. And the ground's the weak.
His takedown defense has been like elite.
It's been pretty solid.
I think a lot of people brought up a good point, and I've seen like a couple of videos on this where people say his takedown defense is elite, but his submission defense is not the best. Because when he's finally on the ground, you notice it looks like it's just a scramble for him to get up. And a lot of people have said like, well, how come he's never been submitted? And you know, I forget who brought this point up. If I can remember their name, I will drop it in the comments. But they were saying that if you look at like the people he's versed, there's no real submission artists in that. Right? So yes, his takedown defense is great, but even the people that, like, even the few times he has gotten taken out, it's not like he ran up against a lot of crazy submission artists. It's not like he's running up against people like Charles Oliveira and stuff, where you were getting submitted from any position. So he's able to sometimes get, like, you know, if it worst case got taken out, get by. The thing was this time, even with DDP, if you look at him, he was not that great on the ground. I think it was the second round, or I think it was like the second round when he finally took him down. He was basically just sitting on him for a couple minutes, and then Izzy eventually like scrambled his way out. I don't know what he did, but he got up. And then at the end when he finally got caught, he just slipped in the underhook so quickly and just got his back and things. So I think like that needs to be a focus for him going forward. I know like in that division, like in middleweight especially, he's not running up against a lot of like submission artists, especially recently he hasn't. Like Strickland isn't going on the ground like that. Oh, like Pereira obviously is staying on the stand up, and same with DDP, but that submission defense needs to be better. I think he can still make a run. I don't think this is the last we've seen him, because he definitely can still beat people in that division. Even this fight, it was so close.
I was gonna say, like, what do you think's the next for Izzy right now? Like, do you think it's time to hang it up, because everyone's saying the wash allegations are coming in, bro? So,
bro, the thing is, this is definitely his division. He's not going down, because I just don't see him cutting. I don't see him go like. And the thing is, even if he drops down, you're just running into more submission specialists in that welterweight. He's not going up, because we saw what happened back in the day when he went up to fight Jan Blachowicz, and it's just a weight thing. Like, he's just not big enough to go up there. And like, I honestly, the way it went down in middleweight, like versus people like Alex Pereira, versus him at like 205, etc. Like I don't see him like doing the best on there.
Yeah,
this is definitely his weight class. I think they run it back maybe with like a Whitaker, maybe like one more fight, and then he fights for the title again. A lot of people are saying
a lot of people are gonna get heated though.
Yeah, but a lot of people are saying he needs to go through like the runs again and fight like
the gauntlet.
Not really, bro. Like if you look at it, like, that division is like who like if not them, it's like who else are they really? I know like what, like let's see who's in this division that he would really have to go through. It's middleweight. Like the thing with this middleweight division, like
you got Robert, you got Paulo, Jared.
Yeah, like who?
I mean, it's nothing crazy. Like it's nothing insane.
Even if we look at the rankings in this division, I don't even think like it's that stacked. So I can see him getting. I do think he has to do like one more fight, get back into the swing of things.
Put on middleweight ranking.
Let's see, cause like aside, like I don't know.
I wonder if he dropped. How far he dropped.
No, I don't think he would have dropped that far. I still think he would be in.
What on?
Like
right there, middle.
Okay, so we got Strickland,
second.
Whitaker.
Strickland moved up.
No, I think he's been.
Or was he second?
He was number one because he just lost the belt, right?
Yeah.
But I can see him versing a Strickland. I can see him versing Whitaker. Outside of that, bro, like
I say you run it back with Strickland.
From 4 onwards, like there's no one crazy that like you're gonna be like, oh,
Hamza?
he needs to. Bro, Hamza needs to get in the ring first. Like, you can't be at 11 talking about straight to a title shot. Hamza is someone that actually has to verse someone in top 5, top 10 before we start giving
Maybe you run it with Izzy and Strickland, and then whoever wins that challenges for the belt.
I think it might be Whitaker, because I think Strickland just came off that belt, and he hasn't done enough to fight for get an automatic rematch. I think Whitaker is probably the next up. So you run it back with Izzy. He's beat him. Like Izzy's beat him before. It's a good fight for him, warm up, and then maybe.
What did Izzy say after the fight? Did you watch the post fight? I never got to see it.
He said, "I'm never leaving."
Okay.
He said, "I'm never leaving." He dropped the Leonardo DiCaprio.
It's for the love of the game, man.
But the thing is, like, if you watch that fight, I mean, DDP is like, listen.
He's him.
Going into that, I was rooting for Izzy, but I wasn't mad if DDP won. I got no hate to the guy. Like, he's still an entertaining guy, especially in the press conferences. This man has the most unorthodox style I have seen. Like, he would just throw in the 4-piece win. Credit to him. He stuck to the game plan of just trying to grab Izzy, take him on takedown, and go for the thing, so it worked out. But the thing we need to talk about now is, after that fight, the man, the myth, the legend, Alex Pereira, Potan himself, Shama, hit him with the, I'm coming back to 185 to reclaim. And DDP said, nah, stay where you are, I'll come up there.
That's
so
crazy.
Potentially, we have a DDP and Alex Pereira fight.
That'd be
and I'm gonna say this.
Is she unify the belts?
I'm gonna say this. Alex Pereira, I'm still taking him in that fight.
Oh, I take him 100%.
And the reason is this. I think the fight goes similarly in terms of what DDP's game plan needs to be. Like, if you're going to go fight Alex Pereira, you got to try to get him to the ground and go for a submission. The thing is, Alex Pereira's takedown defense is not... Hands down one of the best.
So strikers. Like you can't win the up top game with him. He's not. I don't think DDP's outstriking Alex Pereira, to be honest.
Definitely not. Especially after seeing what he did. Like I'm granted, yes, he has power, but I don't think he's landing.
You got to go to the ground.
But the thing is, where it's gonna get risky is I don't think Alex Pereira's takedown defense is as strong as Izzy's. And when they both get to the ground, it's like if he can just scramble, get back up, then he's fine.
But that's even if he gets to the ground. That's
we've seen him get taken down before, so it's not out of the question. But the thing is, if he can just prevent that takedown, this man can easily cook on the feet. And the reason why I think he probably does better than Izzy on the feet, I just think Pereira's power is unparalleled. Like, we have seen this man. I'm tired of people saying, like, after this last Yuri fight, last time I said this, I said Alex Pereira is on the cusp of being the GOAT, or being at least in the conversation of top 5 all time. And people want, call me a casual.
I honestly think he's top 4, bro. I think he's top 4 all time, to be honest.
People like to say, he hasn't fought anyone, this, that. Look at his resume. He's been fighting. Everyone he's fought so far has been previous champs or fought as champions, right on the cusp, all in their primes. The man is 37, came in. He's
older than Jon Jones, fam.
He's older than Jon Jones. Only has one loss right now, and that was to Izzy, and he's 1-1 in UFC against Izzy. We literally saw this man dismantle Yuri in his last fight. Yeah. So I'm tired of people coming out here saying, this man still needs more to prove. Bro, if he goes out here and defends it, and this man has saved 3 pay-per-views at this point, okay? This man literally is coming out again in October to save another pay-per-view. I'm tired of people acting like Alex Pereira is not currently basically the face of UFC at this point.
What we need to talk about right now, though, speaking of Pereira, is Duck Duck Goose.
Jon
Jones. Okay, you know what? I'm here to say Jon Jones is the GOAT. I'm not here to dispute that with anyone and say he's not the GOAT.
He's the GOAT.
No, he's certified GOAT. But right now, I don't know if people see it recently on Twitter. He's saying he doesn't want to fight Aspinall. He wants to fight Stipe because Stipe is more accomplished. He's the best heavyweight on the planet. You know, all that stuff, and that adds to his legacy. For me, he should either fighting Tom Aspinall because he's interim right now. And if you look at the rankings, Stipe is 7th on the rankings, or you fight Alex Pereira. You fight the pound for pound, one of the best fighters on the planet. You fight Pereira. I think it's either Tom or Pereira, and he's picking the worst out of the three.
Here's the thing with that Stipe fight. When it first got announced, that fight made perfect sense.
Yeah, it did. Yeah,
and the hype was there
at the time.
The problem is Stipe has now not fought since 2021. The man is 42 years old. Jon Jones 38, coming off injuries and stuff. This fight, I get it from a legacy standpoint. Yes, it has the hype.
But does it add
But
that
the thing
much
is,
to the legacy?
Where we are right now is I rather see, because we've already prolonged this Stipe fight so much, that fight can go down whether or not Jon Jones is the heavyweight champ at the time or not. Because even if, let's say, he comes out and loses, then they're both coming off a loss. Have your final legacy fight and both of you can call your careers after that. The thing with the Tom Aspinall, Alex Pereira, we don't know how long we have this left. We don't know. The iron is as hot as it could have ever been. No one expected Alex Pereira to come out here and just actually move up the ranks to the point where we're genuinely thinking this man can become the first triple, first three
Dana
division
White
champ.
say Tom Aspinall will fight Jon Jones whoever wins the
Dana
next
White
fight?
came out weird because even Dana White, he's Tom Aspinall doesn't deserve, because everyone's saying Tom Aspinall deserves it. Which credit to Tom Aspinall. This man has been defending an interim belt, and in his last fight, oh my god, bro, this man he proved himself, and I rate him because he's trying to be active. He's trying to keep that division going. In regards to he's an interim champ out here, basically moving the real champion in the division at this point.
But Dana White can't sit here and tell me he doesn't deserve to fight Jon Jones.
Why?
Why?
Well, because Dana's point was that Jon Jones and Stipe have that legacy, which they do.
They do, yeah.
But the problem is, right now, do we care more about that legacy, or do we care about what's the current era?
If that's just a legacy fight, strip Jon Jones of the belt.
Bro,
strip him the belt.
That fight can happen regardless. The thing is, I want to see. I think it should be Tom Aspinall first.
Yes.
Just because, out of credit to him, he is the heavyweight champ. We can't skip straight to Alex Pereira. It should be Tom Aspinall fight Jon Jones. The winner of that, I would like to see Alex Pereira. I know you're gonna say, "Oh, Alex needs to fight someone in heavyweight for it." Stop this nonsense. That would be one of the biggest fights ever. The man
want the money fights, bro.
Forget.
I want the money
fights. Let's not pretend that we haven't seen people just skip up to title fights before. All right, let's not pretend that everyone, especially nowadays, let's not act
McGregor can come back right now and fight for the title.
Yeah, let's not pretend that Dana and UFC is gonna make these guys go through the ringer. You're not gonna risk Alex Pereira losing a heavyweight fight to go and to throw that off, throw away that legacy.
Jones doesn't plan on defending the belt even after Stipe, strip him of the belt.
The thing is, he tweeted out right now that I think he just tweeted out that he sees this is more of a legacy fight versus Tom Aspinall, but I think he said he's open to doing it, and I think the winner of that fight, Stipe and thing, owes it to Tom Aspinall. As Dana said, they owe it to Tom Aspinall to give him the opportunity to have that legacy on him, or to at least have the chance for it. To Jon Jones' credit, he is right. He doesn't need to take any of these fights. But if you're already gonna take the fight, at least take the one that has a chance.
When did Jon Jones last fight, bro? Against
it was 2023, I think, coming off after a year.
That feels like 2 years ago.
But even
bro.
this fight, I don't know when it's happening at this point. There's no concrete date. So again, the Stipe fight is sick. It's a legacy fight, but that fight can happen regardless. We don't need to see it right now, and we've already put it off for 2 years now. So why do we care? Fight Tom Aspinall. That's the fight to make. And if you beat Tom Aspinall, then that's it. There's no there's no doubt in the world that this man is the GOAT.
You're the GOAT. You beat the top of the top. But you fight
Tom Aspinall, shut casuals up like me, bro. Shut the casual fan base up like me.
I get the whole.
Don't even let them put a question on the legacy.
That's what I'm saying. I get the whole thought process behind the Stipe fight. I know why he wants to do it, because Stipe is so accomplished, because he was running the heavyweight division, because there's so much history behind there. But it's just it doesn't make sense anymore.
It's
you know,
it's like Tony Ferguson and Khabib.
Yeah,
it got put off so much that at a certain point, it's like it wasn't even worth the fight. Because at this point, even if they do fight, yes, are we really gonna say that like it's the same?
No,
because like Stipe is at 40. I'm not trying to discredit Stipe. Again, legacy wise,
I don't think Stipe wants to fight.
Like Stipe has not fought in 3 years.
Stipe doesn't seem that excited to have this fight. Not that he's gonna duck the fight. It just seems like he's got better things to do in his time at this point. I've really seen
something where it's like Ngannou, since that Stipe fight, which was Stipe's last fight, lost the belt, gave up the thing, went on to fight two boxing fights, and now he's gonna fight in PFL.
Yeah.
Before Stipe has even stepped foot back in the ring. So like we can't come out here and say this is gonna be like what we expect. It is gonna be a hype fight, everything. But does it really change things at the end of the day? Not as much.
Exactly. I want to be in the universe where we got the Ngannou Jon Jones fight, man.
And the thing is too, like let's say like Jon Jones goes and loses. Now what? Like does that mean like
Steve is the champ.
Like it ruins
the champ.
It takes away from a damn. So like now we just have like Tom Aspinall. Like we have Tom Aspinall fight Stipe.
So if Stipe beats Jon Jones, is Stipe the GOAT?
I think you put him up there. Well, heavyweight GOAT definitely at that point. But overall, I think like just legacy wise and just like the fact like title defenses, everything, the run, like youngest champ, it's still Jon Jones, because Stipe has also lost before too. So it's not like that. But it is definitely a fight to make. It's just I don't think it needs to happen right now. Especially when you have all these fights. Like, even right now, I think Alex Perez, like, his next fight, it's not against anyone. I think originally they wanted it to be Ankalaev, but I don't think they want to risk him, like, losing to Ankalaev right now, which is why they gave him the opponent that they did.
Yeah.
But, like, we can genuinely... There's a world where we can probably see this man challenge for 3 belts. And imagine challenging for 3 belts with fighting Jon Jones on the line. That is history, and that is... where we settle this whole Alex Pereira ain't even sick like that. I'm tired of nonsense, bro.
If we ever got that Alex Pereira and Jon Jones fight, holy, they should do it in the spear.
Yeah, the one thing I will give is if Alex Pereira fights Tom Aspinall is the only man that has straight up come out and said, yo, if I fight Alex Pereira, I'm shooting straight for the takedown. Because that's really what you gotta do. I don't know where everyone gets it. I think it's a little bit of an ego thing at times, where everyone thinks that they can go and outstrike this man.
I feel like
we're not outstriking.
I feel like the only person who can match his striking is literally Jon Jones.
Is him or is he?
Could be, yeah, that's true.
Because Izzy did it.
Izzy did it too.
Yeah. And like their styles are similar in terms of the kickboxing.
That's facts, yeah.
They're a good matchup for each other. Everyone else, stop trying to sign up with this man, because this man has power. That's why even with DDP, I think that if they do end up versing, it has to be DDP's game plan needs to be trying to take this man down. Because if you're gonna stand there and try to throw your 4-piece windmill combos with Alex Pereira, this man is. But that's why
I would be so curious to see him and Jon Jones match up, because Jon Jones, he has no weaknesses in his fighting game. He could take you down, he could submit you, he could grapple you, he could strike with you, he could kick you, he could do whatever he wants to you. So with just to see how Pereira would try and figure that out would be interesting too. And I think Pereira would give him a run for his money, like on the stand-up too, at least. But you know, like I guess we don't want to see it. I guess we don't want to see Aspinall either.
Well, and it's just the way, like it's the way too that like the last time we saw Jon Jones fight, we saw him basically dismantle Cyril Gane in like
seconds,
2 minutes.
In seconds, fam.
In under 2 minutes.
Choked him out immediately.
Yeah.
He got started making sheep noises.
Cyril Gane was the top of the division. The top of that division.
Yeah.
So that's why we want to see him fight the top of the division again.
I want to see him
yes,
fight
he has nothing left to prove, but if you're gonna go out there and try to prove something anyways, just prove the future.
I just want to see him fight the best, bro. Exactly. And Stipe was the best, but now bro's winding down. I want to see him fight Tom Aspinall Pereira.
And who knows how long we have. And I also don't want to hear this excuse about Jon Jones 38. Alex
Pereira is
also
older
30.
than him. He's older than him.
So stop this yap about Jon Jones 38, this, that. If he's coming back to fight, he's still active. He's still in good shape. The man is the GOAT.
I'm just running the octagon, fam.
The man's still taking on a champ. Like, let's be real, bro. We need to see this fight happen, and it can happen. I don't know. The middleweight, lightweight, that division, light heavyweight, and heavyweight. We're on the cusp of getting some generational. I'm talking like could be some of the greatest fights we ever see.
The biggest.
We just need the UFC to kind of get out there and just make it happen, bro. Hunter, make it happen, please. Please, Dana, make it happen.
That's all we got for y'all today. A quick UFC rant from Sharon, just about these fights that need to get made.
Feel free to call me a hater in the comments.
And say we can't fight.
Yup, 100%. Can't call me a casual. I am a casual. Alex Pereira right now, pound for pound champ.
There you go.
And that's
facts. I don't disagree.
Yes, sir. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.